Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Chelsea and today I have my Sephora recommendations video. So the Sephora sale is going to start for Rouge members on April the 20th and go through May the 1st. And for our VIB individuals, the sale will start on April the 21st and go through April the 29th. And then if you are a beauty insider, the sale will go from April the 23rd through April the 27th. So before we get into this video, I definitely want to say that, due to everything that is going on, I'm hoping that you don't take me making this video as a way of saying that you have to buy things, that you should buy things. I understand that we are going through a very horrific time and I don't want you all to feel like I'm being insensitive about it, but I did poll and ask you all if this was a video that you all wanted to see, and the majority of you said yes. So I did want to make this video for those of you who are interested in the Sephora sale and you're interested in products that you do want to purchase. But before we get into this video, I definitely want to say thank you so much for taking time out of your day to spend some time with me. If this is your first time here, I'd love for you to stick around and subscribe to my channel. I'd really love to have you here. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so very much for taking time, for coming back to my videos and supporting them. For every like and comment that you all give me, it really does mean a lot, and I really do appreciate each and every one of you. So let's get into this video. So before we start, let's start off with some skincare, and we're gonna start off with some skincare vitamins. So I've talked about these Olly Flawless Complexion Vitamins like nonstop. I've been taking them since, I wanna say September, and they have really transformed my skin. So the key ingredient in this particular gummy formula is going to be dandelion extract root. And from what I've learned, this is a particular ingredient that really does help the skin to be perfected and help to heal the skin too. So prior to taking those, I used to get really cystic-like acne. It was all hormonal, so it would all be along my chin, and it was, those acne breakouts where you would get it, it'd be blistery and thick, and then by the time it go away, like 3 more pop up and it's just painful. So I started taking these vitamins, and within 30 days my skin cleared up. So I have, a couple of breakouts on my face now, but nothing that's painful, nothing that's like, bulbing and deep within the skin, and I swear by those. And I just decided to share them with you all because you can purchase them from Sephora as well. So I figured I'd just share them because you could save a couple of dollars on them, but you don't have to buy them from Sephora, but you can purchase them there. On to the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. This is nothing new to my channel, but I figured I'd just point it out because it's just beautiful. So I wear this shade 6 Dark Tan. I'm wearing it under my foundation, and my favorite ways to apply this is to just put a few strikes here on my cheeks. I put some on my forehead and some on my chin, and I will blend it out. And normally I'll just put this under my foundation just to give my foundation a little bit more life and a little bit more luminosity, and it is gorgeous. I can actually wear that also just in and of its own if I don't apply too much, but it is such a beautiful luminous product that really does, in my opinion, transform a foundation to make it more glowy, not dewy, but glowy. It's magic in a bottle, and I love it. Then on to some foundation recommendations. So I recently have been loving the Kosas Tinted Face Oil. I wear mine in the shade 7.5, and I purchased this particular one, I want to say early February, and I have been using it nonstop. So it is a face oil. It does have oils in it, but the oils in this particular foundation are more lightweight oils, so they really do mesh in the skin. They don't just sit on top of your skin. And what I love most about this is that I don't look oily and overly dewy at the end of the day. This foundation will give you light to light medium to about medium coverage, so you can wear it however you choose to wear it. And this is just gorgeous. I mean, it's so beautiful on the skin. And then this brand is a clean brand. They really do try to make their products with, chemicals that are good for the skin. So I feel really good about wearing this too because it's got some really good ingredients in it that's great for skincare. Speaking along the line of Kosas, After trying the tinted face oil, I applied for their affiliate program and they accepted me. And so then I asked them if I could try out more products from the brand, and they were really kind enough to send me a really good amount of products from them. So there's a couple of products that stood out to me, and the concealers are one of those. So this is the Revealer Concealer, and they sent me 2 shades. I had the shade 7, and then I also had the shade 7.5. So I've been mixing both 7 and 7.5 because I like the look of it when mixing both of them. This is shade 7, and then this is shade 7.5. So I can wear shade 7 on its own, but I like to put just a hair of shade 7.5 mix it in with it as well, and I really love the way that it looks. But this concealer is really hydrating, and I think that's why I really have been enjoying it. It doesn't make my under eye look, you know, dry and heavy and cakey. I get good coverage from it, so I would say I get a good medium coverage. Not full, but I can definitely build it up to get more coverage. And like I said, it just looks really beautiful under the eyes. If you've been interested in it, I would say check it out during this time. The concealers that probably should be no shock to anybody, Mama Pat. So these Pat McGrath concealers, this is the Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Concealer. They're just gorgeous, like just gorgeous. So I have one that matches my skin tone, shade M19, and then I use shade M16 underneath my eyes. I'm wearing this one today under my eyes, and the finish is just beautiful. So you get a soft matte finish. So it's not too matte, but it's not too it's not overly hydrating. And this concealer can definitely be built up to full coverage, and it does not crease. And that's what I love so much about it. It's like I can put it on, I can set it with my powders, and then I know that it is locked, it is staying in place. It's not going to exaggerate any of the fine lines underneath my eyes. It's just beautiful. It is the only concealer that I have purchased 2 shades of because it's that good. And that should tell you something. 2 powders that I think are worth the money. First is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder. I wear mine in the shade 2, and this powder is beautiful for either setting the under eye area or setting your entire face. I've used it for both, and I love both. It's so lightweight. It's flawless on the skin. It really does make your skin look perfected. And what I love most about this powder is that it does not dry my skin out. So a lot of times people might stay away from powders because it's gonna dry their skin and they don't want their skin to just look cakey and heavy and crusty. This doesn't do that. It just really does a great job at setting your face, but then also still allowing your luminosity to come through that's gonna come from your face. I'm wearing the powder today, and as you can see, you can still see the glow of my primer and of my foundation, but my face is set and I really do love it. I topped this Charlotte Tilbury powder with another favorite powder. So this is the Pat McGrath blurring powder, the blurring under eye powder, and I wear the shade medium, and this blurs the skin like nobody else's business. It's so beautiful, and I probably will be repurchasing this soon because I dropped it and I broke it, but I love the way that it just looks underneath the eye and just how airbrushed it makes the under eye area look. It's beautiful, and you can actually wear this all over the face too, because I've done that. So it's not a product that you can only use on one part of your face. I had a couple other foundations I wanted to quickly recommend. So the Tom Ford foundation stick, I wear mine in the shade 9.0 Sienna. The newer shade ranges that they have now, I think I'm shade 8.7, but I love this Tom Ford foundation stick for just light, perfected skin-like coverage. So I will swipe this onto my face, and I literally can walk out the door. It looks like my skin is just perfected. I am wearing this foundation stick today, and on top of that, I have the Dior Air Flash foundation in the shade 4.5N, and I'm wearing this one today. So I have both of these mixed on my face. I know it's a lot. I was making a luxury makeup starter kit video, and I just wanted to wear both, so that's why I have on both today. But this leaves the skin looking very airbrushed, very flawless, just very beautiful. This is a foundation where you can wear it every day because it's not going to be heavy on the skin. For as expensive as it really is a really great everyday wearable foundation. And I truly do love it. So I would suggest these two during the sale because they are foundations that are more costly. So if you're gonna purchase them, this would be a really good time to purchase them. On to some newer products. So this is the Fenty Matchstick in the shade Pearl. Guess that's how I'm supposed to say it. I did do a review of this, so I'll link that for you right here. And so this just leaves the skin glossy, just a beautiful gloss. If you look at it up close, you can see this like gold pink pearlescence to it, but on the skin, it just looks like straight up gloss, and it is so beautiful. And so my summertime routine is going to consist of this Tom Ford foundation stick. I'm going to pop on this highlight, and then when I want to amp it up and you know, just make you all go like, wait a second, what is that on your face? I'm gonna add this Fenty Beauty Cognac Candy Diamond Balm highlight. This is beautiful. It is so pretty on the skin. So I love how soft it is when you touch it in the pan. And then here is a swatch of it on my hand. And what I love about this Diamond Balm highlight is that there's not an opaque base. So I do really think multiple shades will be able to wear this particular shade. But mixing these two together, you're not ready for it. I did do a review comparing this Diamond Balm highlight to the other two, so I'll go ahead and link that for you as well if you are interested in it. On to eyeshadow palettes. So this is a great time to get eyeshadow palettes, especially if you are looking into more luxury eyeshadow palettes. So one that I want to recommend is going to be the Pat McGrath Mothership 6 palette, and it's so gorgeous. This is what I am currently wearing on my eyes, and I love the eye look. I love the formulation of these Mothership palettes. I have a couple of them. I really do enjoy them, and if you're gonna buy them, save yourself some money when you can. Another Pat palette that I really do enjoy is this Blitz Astral one in Ritualistic Rose, and I love that I'm getting all 4 of these special shades, and so I can, you know, put them on with any type of eyeshadow that I want. I recommend getting one of these if you don't have the Mothership palettes and you're interested in trying this special formula, but you don't want to spend the high price tag of the Mothership palettes. This is wonderful to try. I kind of have my eye on the other 2 shades, but I have been thoroughly enjoying this particular one. Down to my last few items. So I love this Lila B A Glow Face Mist. It is so beautiful on the skin. So the first thing that I love about it is that it sets my face and it adds luminosity. It's 2-in-1 and it's gorgeous. Doesn't make me look oily at the end of the day. I am wearing it today. It just leaves my skin with this beautiful glow, but it also sets my face. And I love it. I have repurchased this twice already. I will probably purchase this again during the sale just to save a couple of dollars, but it's so beautiful. And I love the scent. It has like this nice kind of peppermint-like scent. It smells really good, but it's so refreshing on the skin, but it also sets my makeup as well. Fenty Beauty Gloss Bombs. Not going to spend too much time on this because these are not new to the market, but they stay in my purse, and they are, if you see gloss on my lips, more than likely I'm wearing this. I absolutely love them. We have this YSL Rouge Volupte, what is this, Rock and Shine lipstick. I'm pretty sure I jacked that name up, but I'm sorry. This is the shade Rockin' Coral, and this is actually what I'm wearing on my lips today. So I love this cute little star in the middle of the lip balm. So that's supposed to be a hydrating centerpiece to the lipstick. And it is the shade that I'm wearing on my lips. So what I love most about it is that it literally feels like a balm on my lips. Like, it's so hydrating, but I get color as well. So I'm getting 2 for 1. And then the packaging, I mean, it is so luxurious. I absolutely love it. And so if you've been looking at these, if you've been wanting to know, like, are they worth it? I thoroughly enjoy it. This stays in my purse. I do not take it out because it's a beautiful color that I don't think is too much for every day, but it definitely is like a statement lipstick, but it feels like a balm. So if my lips are dry and I put this on, I just don't feel like I'm putting on something glossy, but then my lips are still dry underneath the gloss. This is really good, and I've been thoroughly enjoying it. So I mentioned earlier that Kosas sent me some additional products, and the other product that really stood out to me that I loved from them is this Kosas Cream Blush and Highlight Compact. So this is just beautiful. So these are the two shades, and they blend out so effortlessly on the skin. So if you're someone, here's the cream blush and then here's the cream highlight. If you're someone who's like, I really like products that really mesh into the skin, that aren't gonna look too stark on the skin, but they're just gonna blend into the skin but then look really luminous on me, you gotta give this a try. I'm definitely gonna get more of these because I really fell in love with this and I was like, I need more shades. It's beautiful. And then I almost forgot these last two items. So the Natasha Denona Love Palette. We have been in a relationship, let me tell you. When I first met this palette, I was like, I love the color scheme, but this involves too much work. And then I just kept reaching for it and I kept reaching for it and I kept reaching for it. And then I finally realized, like, I really do love you. I really do love you. You just made me work a little bit. So some of these deeper shades in the palette are a little more difficult to work with. And what I've learned to do is just start out with a little bit of the deeper shades and then blend as you go. And then it's a little easier to work with them because I was just kind of going in thinking, all right, dipping my brush in, blend it out. And it was really hard to blend some of the deeper shades. But I love the color scheme of the palette. I love pinks and purples. So when I saw it, I knew I was gonna love the colors of the palette. And then I do enjoy the shimmers. And like I said, I keep it right here on my vanity because I really do reach for it a lot. It's not my favorite Natasha palette across the board, but it definitely is one that I love. Does that make sense? It's beautiful. I really do like it. And then lastly is the Natasha Denona Love Glow Cheek Palette. This palette is just beautiful on the face. I did a review of this palette comparing it to the other ones that she has, and this is just gorgeous. I love every shade in this palette. Every shade in this palette actually shows up on me, especially this cream shade right here. And the other two palettes that she has, those shades really don't show up on me. Like, they look like it just looks like my skin is glossy, but it doesn't look like a color. Whereas this particular one actually looks like I've got a pinky goldy hue on my cheeks, and I was so happy about that. But I really, really do enjoy these two palettes. This palette I reach for all the time. The Love palette I reach for all the time. And yeah, those are my recommendations. I try to make sure that I don't really talk about too many repeat products in my Rex videos. So if you're interested in other Sephora recommendations, I'm gonna list my playlist down below so that you can take a look at those, because the products that I recommend in there, I still do recommend to this day. But like I said, I just don't wanna kind of keep repeating those particular products over and over again. But yeah, that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Definitely let me know down in the comments what products you are looking at to pick up during the Sephora sale. I would love to know what you guys have on your wish list. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I really hope to see you in my very next video. Bye guys.